We go up it, we're going up. We're moving upwards. We're gonna show some stuff today. Who's excited? That's not for you. Oh, back at you, bud. Mwah. Hey my fishes, Courtney Mermaid here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking an up close look at Mermaid Kim's new Siren mermaid tail. So I actually created this tail last year. I finished it last year and I don't know exactly why it's taken me so long to put together a video showing you guys this tail up close and personal, but I feel like it's finally time. Today was the day, the sun is shining, the tank is clean.
The tank is clean.
Let's just start off, I think, with the biggest question that people ask me. It's the same question everybody asks me about my personal siren tail, and that is,
which Monofin is in here?
So in this tail is actually the Mertailor Fantasy 1 Monofin. Now before we all, dive into my comment section with our little opinions on whether or not tail makers can make mermaid tail skins for these Monofins, I don't offer this publicly in my shop, so I'm just gonna put that out there. I make tails for a lot of different Monofins on the market. Let's not panic. Let's move on into the design, shall we? So this design is actually based off of the Siren tails from season. There are 2 hummingbirds on the feeder right now. From the Siren tails from season 3, the last season of Siren. That was the last season of Siren, wasn't it? Season 3. I've just got so many additional options and ideas for how it could have gone if they just kept going with another season, just playing in my head. If you are in desperate need of some more siren related content, I actually have a playlist on my channel featuring the silicone siren tail from the TV show. I will link it down below for you guys. So this one is totally different than my siren tail, which I also happen to have here. Here's my siren tail, my siren inspired tail, because I made this one not with the intention of making like a dupe of the movie tail, but to make something that would be kind of my version of the siren tail. So there's a lot of differences between these 2 tails, and I am looking forward to seeing them both in action side by side. This tail has a beautifully, hang on, oh there it is. Like, where is it? Has a hidden zipper on this side that is so well hidden that your girl can't figure out where it actually is. This tail also features 2 ginormous side seam fins. Very cool. They're like identical on both sides, same front and back. I personally really like seam fins for the reason that they don't float up into your face. So while you're floating in the pool, you don't have finis just like woo-loo-loo-loo, It was also part of the design of the tail featured in that season. So I did get pretty close to what's actually in the show, and then of course I like to put my own kind of spin on it, my own flair, just to keep it interesting, because it's not fun as an artist to just copy something just exactly. Like, first of all, that's kind of rude, and second of all, it's kind of rude, and third of all, why not have some fun and use it for inspo, but then go a little bit extra with it, which is what I did with my tail and this tail. So we have teeny tiny little scales, and I did have a couple of people who were like,
no, Courtney, those sirens don't have scales.
Well, excuse you, but zoom in. That's all we're gonna say. They are very small, but they do have scales, and they're very glittery and sparkly and beautiful, but there are scales there. And the tail on the back features the longest dorsal fin I have ever done, and it's so spiky. I wasn't sure, like, it's an interesting thing to create a dorsal that has a lot of like extra bits and things, like any fins. The simpler the fin, I feel like the more effective and the more it makes sense. So this one I was careful not to give myself too many harsh little angles, because sewing that, it doesn't, when you fold it the right way out and then you have to stitch it again, it just loses some of that punch, you know what I'm saying? But this one, I feel like this turned out really, really good. I'm so stoked with how this dorsal fin turned out. I personally love the level of contrast I was able to achieve. I did want to push it for this one. We also have a bit of a pattern on the back with something that they kind of have on their tails in the show, but I wanted something just a little bit, I don't know, more Courtney Mermaid aesthetic, Courtney Mermaid vibe, So that happened a little bit there, and it goes all the way down right to the heels. You gotta love a dark skin because it shows all the fluff, like. And I had somebody actually ask if I'm using the same scales among all, like, do I have just like a library of scales? So no, if you do actually order a tail from me and you ask for custom scales, I do make the scales from scratch each time. They have a good amount of contrast, even into the dark areas, which was good. Something that I really wanted to have them still pop. I also included the scales right onto the fins themselves, so it gives the illusion that the fins are actually more attached and more integrated within the body. Yeah, that's a look up close and personal at Mermaid Kim's new Siren mermaid tail. I will hopefully we will get to swim in this soon. I'm still trying to find a place for us to swim safely in our tails. The weather is starting to improve, but it is still, we're not even really in spring yet, so it's not safe to swim outside unless we want to meet an unfortunate end. But yeah, so hopefully I'll have video footage of this tail in action for you soon. If you have any questions about my tails, or you would like to learn how to make one of these bad boys for yourself, I actually do have 2 full ebooks available. One that will teach you how to make a printed fabric mermaid tail, and one that will teach you how to make all of these additional fins that you've seen on this tail, as an example. And those are both available over at shopvancouvermermaid.com. I do have a brand new update coming out for the How to Make Printed Fabric Mermaid Tails book, and it is going to be epic. So I have so many new images, step-by-step modifications that I've made to the original ebook. So this is actually going to be version 3 of this ebook. And I'm so excited for you guys to see it, because as I have been learning new techniques and making changes and things like that, I have been updating it. So you guys will now have the most current methods that I use for making my mermaid tails. Again, that was at shopvancouvermermaid.com. And otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the pod, and the bell notification as well, so you never miss an upload. Otherwise, thanks again for watching. I love you all, my fishes, and I look forward to chatting with you all again soon. Happy swimming! Bye!